That's right. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Let's get into it. So I know you're super excited about this. How many times have you seen this?
No. 2 times in theater, 3 times at home.
All right. I don't know how you did that, but I love you.
Memory. I closed my eyes and just thought of the whole movie start to finish a couple times.
Yep. Yes, I did. I went and saw this in theater myself, and I have to say I was not as into it overall as I think I was hoping I would be. I did like it. I'll just give my rating now, so that way we just get it out of the way. I gave it a 3. You gave it a 3.5. We kind of reversed on this one.
We sure did.
It was just, to me, too convoluted with storylines.
Yeah.
You introduced a lot of things that, like, honestly, I kind of wish they planned 2 more movies. And my biggest issue with that would have been like, and focus on Dolores in the 3rd one.
Yeah.
Maybe she gets out in this one in the beginning. That's fine. Sucks a few souls trying to find him. And like, but this movie centers on him helping Lydia get Astrid back. But then you could have just focused more on that whole storyline. I loved the Astrid serial killer boy ghost storyline that's trying to drag her to hell so he can come back to life and kill again. I loved it all. Like, I was like, this is fun, man. This is cool. Like, I wish they would stick with this. All the other stuff took me out of it. And it was like they were beating a dead horse with a lot of the jokes.
Yeah.
The Willem Dafoe joke, dude. I like Willem Dafoe. I didn't need him coming out doing the same thing over and over again with the girl giving him the coffee.
Gotta keep it real. Keeping it real.
Oh my god, dude. I was so over it. I was so over it. I will watch this again. I would, because it's fun. I just dogged it a little bit about its story, but the sets are fun. The acting's fun. Michael Keaton doesn't miss a beat in it. Nobody does in it. Catherine O'Hara's the shining light in this. She was so good in this movie. She was the best. It was like an extension of Moira shit. Like, she's just perfect. You put her in a movie, she is my modern day Madeline Kahn. Like, Madeline Kahn to me is like, in movie comedians, she was the pinnacle. Like, just true comedian who just can make you laugh. And like, I'm not saying there weren't others that are up there that like but like, to me, Madeline Kahn was just the pinnacle in that movie starlet comedian world. But Catherine O'Hara's up there.
Oh yes.
And I love Winona Ryder. Jenna Ortega was great. I thought she did a really great job in this. Played off her mother really good. I don't know that I needed the dad storyline.
Yeah.
It just dragged it out a little bit. Like, I would have been fine with the dad storyline if you dropped the Dolores storyline, or you dropped the Bobs first of all. Yeah. I didn't need minions. Like, a lot of this felt like they were trying, like, Spirit Halloween was like, we need some things. We need to fill some spots. So like, it was tough for me. I did like Justin Theroux's character as sort of that other guy who is basically Beetlejuice but alive. Even dresses like in black and white and does it like they really like ham-fisted that one a little bit, but like, I like the character. I like that, she couldn't decide whether she wanted to marry him, just like she couldn't. And then, but even that got weird. And that there's one thing that I really didn't like about this, and I honestly, thinking about it makes me want to deduct another half point, but I'm not gonna. Is that lip syncing song thing they did at the wedding at the end? Yeah, it went on. They did the whole song.
The whole fucking song.
And but the thing is, it wasn't funny in the beginning. So if it's not funny in the beginning and it's just not funny all the way through the song, I just sat through 3 minutes of lip sync, not even singing, not even original song, of like these actors sort of lip syncing. It's not great. Sort of lip syncing to this. Like, this one bugged me a little bit. Again, I'll watch it because I'm a cuck for Michael Keaton, anything, but and I'm glad he was back as the juice, the other juice, the ecto cooler juice. Anyway, that's my review of Beetlejuice. What about you?
Okay, so I watched it multiple times because I have a lot of friends that are about the same age demographic as me, and it was like almost an even split. They loved it, they hated it. So I watched it with loving eyes the first 2 times, and then other times I tried to critique it, try to go harder and figure out, why did we like it? Why did you not like it? Like, do I agree with you? And that song being one of the things that I honestly understand why you don't like it, because it was gimmicky. It wasn't that fun. It wasn't a fun song. It's not a song everybody knows. I know it, but I don't think anyone else I've talked to has been like, "Oh, I know that song." No one. I think it was an excuse to get Jenna Ortega to do half a little dance like she did in Wednesday, just to appease that demographic. Because even when we walked into the theater, someone was like, "Oh, I can't wait to see Wednesday on screen," and I was like, "All right, well, okay, here we go." And then they were like, "Yeah, and the mom from Stranger Things." So I understand. This movie was made for a younger generation to enjoy.
Yeah, my
Beetlejuice.
son loved it.
Yeah, but it definitely, to me, I do understand where a lot of people didn't enjoy it, because I don't think this was made for the nostalgia or the fans necessarily of the first one. This is a rebranding almost of Beetlejuice with the original cast and things, and they do pay good homage. And Michael Keaton's great, but you can tell the climate is completely different. Michael Keaton was so inappropriate as Beetlejuice in the first one. He was very sexist. He was over the top. He was saying really messed up things and going overboard. This one, he was pretty tame. Like, he was behaving. He was trying to help. And I understand that's how the world works. But to the nostalgia effect and to a lot of my demographic and older, I would say, if you love the first Beetlejuice, you're probably going to find a lot of problems with this. There were too many storylines, unfortunately.
Here's the
I didn't
thing.
need all.
I'm going to admit this right now, and everybody's going to hate me. I don't particularly hold high regard for the first Beetlejuice.
Okay.
I don't dislike it. I don't love it. I'll watch it around Halloween time, especially because my kids love it. But I don't particularly care.
Right.
Like, if I never watched it again, I'd probably be okay. I don't miss it. It's not one I go to in horror or horror comedy. And that's not me putting it down. So, like, I see what you're saying. Like, that's why I think I was hoping for more from this. A more cohesive story. Like,
yeah,
the Soul Train.
That was too much. It was again and then again. And like you said, I mean, it's just like any comedian, because we all know how comedians are. If your joke's not hitting, you stop. You go to the next one. And then this fact that, like, nobody was really interacting with that scene the first time, and then we come back to the train, then Soul Train again. Boop, get the fuck out of here with that.
I know. It was too much, man.
But yeah, as you said, Catherine, her performance was great. She was probably almost the highlight of the movie more than anything else. I didn't like how they didn't really show Dolores. That whole thing, I was like, kind of like you said, I was like, why are you just going to introduce her just to have her kind of show up? A little bit of backstory, like barely a backstory, sucks a couple souls, and then she's just easily taken out. I was like, this is kind of
that's his girlfriend or his wife.
Yeah, it was just like so he made space.
I swear to God, if they did this,
it's Sherry Moon.
She was looking very Morticia Adam, and I like Catherine Zeta-Jones on Wednesday, so. Knock it off. Tim Burton. I don't know. This was just, and like he made her over sexual. Like it's your girlfriend, man. Stop Rob Zombieing this. Like, you used to be a really good filmmaker, and you've been tanking it for a while. Let's be real. Tim Burton his style is amazing, but like, let's be real. Yeah. What have you seen in a while that blows you away? Like, nothing really. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, this for me, it just didn't hit, and it bums me out, because Big Fish is one of my favorite movies of all time, and like Big Fish backwards, I would say he's a brilliant filmmaker, and I don't know what happened. But something happened. Maybe somebody sucked his soul out. I don't know. Yeah. I think
he might have just gotten complacent. Just, I'm Tim Burton, it happens. I'm not saying he is, I don't know him, but it just seems like he just kind of just rode his own coattails at a certain point. Didn't give us the visuals and everything we loved.
I don't know. Anyway, let's get to that's our ratings of Beetlejuice. Thanks for watching this clip.